I know. I'm late. About an hour. Where are we at here? I was supposed to stream 34 minutes ago, but there's been a lot going on today. The interview, I had a nice little interview with John Oeth today, so you guys can look forward to that on my new podcast, Guitar Tubers. And yeah, he and I had a great chat, but we had a lot of technical difficulties. And he was kind enough to basically re record the second half of the podcast all over again. So, huge shout out to my boy, John Oeth. He is super good people. But today is Song Request Day. I owe you guys some song requests, some listening party song requests. But first, let's thank all the new patrons for the month of. We are in October now, but let's thank all the new ones that joined in September because we need to be thankful for those that support this community. What's up, Kyle Throw? Thanks for stopping in, man. Coming to the airport. Sorry we couldn't hang out. I know you were here in the OC. It's been a crazy weekend for me, though, man, but I would love to hang out with you next time you come around. Let's thank all the new patrons for the month of September and October. Michael Levin, Alexander Bokniak, Damon Roca, Jason Engman, Isaiah Madas, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing anyone's name, Sebastian Rodriguez, Joanna Leffert, and a name in another language that I can't read. Thank you all for your support. I would not be doing what I do without you. Thank you, guys. Let's get into the first song request. We're just going to jump right into it today. Our first request is going to come from the man, the myth, and the legend, Johnny Nguyen. My boy Johnny Nguyen. He is requesting Song of Storms. Classic song. So I technically have already done Song of Storms in the Ocarina of Time medley I did a couple years back, but I have not done a full version, so I like this request because I've always kind of wanted to revisit it and do the full version. Such a classic song, though. Great request, Johnny. Brings back so many good memories, you know? Great request, Johnny. And you know I'm a big Zelda fan, and I think my library would be just that much better with a full version of Song of Storms, don't you think? I do. I certainly think so. Our next request comes from Mr. Kyle Throw. He's about to be airborne right now, going back to his home state of Colorado. I'll be flying back from Anaheim when you start the stream, I think. But here is some Chrono Cross. I'm a super big fan of Chrono Cross. I was just talking to my boy John Oeth about all of his awesome Chrono Cross covers. I need to do some more Chrono Cross. Is the main theme. Is the main theme of this stream. love this one, man. You're still here, man? When's your flight? You gonna listen to the stream on the plane? On the plane Wi-Fi? I'm so late. Is this Corridors of Time? $8.20. Wait, if your airport's at 8:20, I mean if your flight's at 8:20, you still got 4 hours, brah. Because on your comment you're like, you think you thought you'd be boarding when I started the stream. You get a delay or something like that. Yeah, that's a good one. Dude, delays. Oh, man. I'm sorry, bro. Every time I fly, I get delayed. Every time. Speaking of fly, I just got out of this. I know I'm like super late for the podcast. I've got my head up my ass right now, man. I mean, not the podcast, the live stream. I still have to book my flight to. I haven't booked my flights yet to Michigan. I get to hang out with our good friend Sam Griffin, so I still have to book those flights. I haven't done that yet because this has just been a stupid busy weekend. What's up, yay lad? Yad? So, when are we getting Chris up in here? Ah, you mean Mr. Chris Robinson? Robinsino? I want to get him. I want to get CR Guitar on the. I want to sit down with him for sure. I want to get through the Sam Griffin, and I just did John Oeth today. So I think after Sam Griffin, I'll have some time. I think he'd be fun. I don't know. Like, that's gonna be interesting. I would prefer to sit down with Chris in person because he's such a cool guy. Like, I think that would be really cool. I would just have to, fly to Canada, see if he'd have me. Our next request comes from Mr. Isaiah Madassa. He's requesting Kakariko Village Day theme from Tears of the Kingdom. Let's just fire that up. Let's just fire Mr. I just sat down with John Oeth, so that was really cool. He's a super nice guy, super awesome dude. He was actually kind enough to re-record the podcast with me twice, basically, because we had some technical difficulties, so that's why I was late to the stream today. When are we getting the 8-string VGM interview? Man. I just need you to get a little bigger, Kyle. That's what I need from you. Or have something really big happen. Like a new album or something, something that, some big project we can talk about. We're gonna need to be able to fill an hour, But on all seriousness, Kyle, I do want to do a segment where I talk to a lot of small creators because I want to hear from small guitar creators, and I want to. The goal of the entire podcast is to be able to tell the story of what it's like to start a channel and what the struggles are and what some of the pitfalls are, so I really do want to hear from small creators as well. Like, I'm still a small creator, so I was thinking about doing an episode where I talk to, starting with all the dudes in my community, the small creators. So you would definitely be part of that, bro. Kakariko Village is a song I have not done yet in any form from any game. Yeah, yeah, unique story for sure. And being small, there's nothing wrong with that. The point of the whole series, though, is to talk to creators small and large, and to be able to tell that story of what it's like, and find out, like, because a lot of the big thing too about our little community, the video game cover space, is that we're very isolated, we're very disconnected, and especially the classical guitar, because classical guitar is just not as popular as electric guitar, so we're like a niche in a niche within a niche. So I think there's a lot of story to tell, and I don't think anybody's telling that story. Yes, man, I hope it does go viral. I am rooting for you. I have never gone viral, but I hope you go viral. I hope you go viral. And then we can talk about it. Going viral is crazy. I love talking about that, man. I would love to cover this. I would eventually like to do all the village themes from Tears of the Kingdom. I've got Lurlinge and Hateno. I would like to do Kakariko, and I would like to do I want to get them all. I want to get Rito Village. I haven't done that yet. Sick request. We're leaving that up. We're leaving Kakariko Village up. We're leaving them all up. We just don't get that many requests, so it's easy to leave. It's easy to leave shit up. You know what I'm saying? Our next request comes from Magasin. Don't have a Halloween favorite candy. Maybe strawberry strings? I don't know the name for these. Genshin. Any last words? Hu Tao theme. Oh, bro. I already did Hu Tao theme. But let's listen to it anyway. I love this tune. But Magasin, I already did it, bro. It's actually the only Genshin track I've covered. So check it out, bro. Yeah, bro. My sister requested this one a long time ago, and I did it. And she gets mad at me every time I don't do a request that she has. She acts like she has a direct channel into my content schedule. And so when she asks for something, I should just be covering it right away. That is not the case. It's not the case. Let's just go here. Okay, bro, I did this already. Let me just prove it to you, Magasin, because you don't believe me. I don't know why Magasin never believes me. Told you, Magazine. I told you I did it. All right. Magazine's second request is Pokemon Shield, Glimwood Tangle. That I have not done. So let's just give that a listen, huh? Hootown. People who like classical guitar will appreciate your interviews. I know we liked the interview you shared with CR Guitarist channel. Yeah, dude, thank you. I hope so. My goal is to try and connect the entire guitar community a little more on YouTube. I think specifically though the classical guitar BGM community, Chris is included in that because one of his 17 guitars is a classical guitar, so he makes the cut. I like this. Okay, so this is the first spooky request we've gotten so far. The theme was a spooky request, guys, because this is Halloween, you know. I actually need to go back to, I think, I'm really behind on my requests. I know. Yeah, bro, he's got 17 guitars. That's okay, though. He plays every single one of those 17 guitars very well. I like this. Halloween is one of my favorite times of year. I know I'm too old to dress up, and I can't eat candy because I'm, old and sugar is terrible for me. But dude, I just like the time of year. There's something about it, you know? Glimwood Tangle is the name of this tune, requested by Magazine. And I would say it's in the number one spot right now because it is the only spooky request I've gotten so far. So Magazine's the only one that's read the instructions. Sick request. Love it. Love it. Our next request comes from Eric Sig Preston. He says, been too long since I've made a request. Apparently my notifications from Patreon have been off. I feel I haven't badgered you about this song in months. About these songs in months. I'm sensing some Mega Man 3 coming my way. Mega Man 3 intro music. I haven't forgotten about this, bro. What's up, Pejota? We're listening to Mega Man 3, requested by Eric Sig Preston for the 200th time this year. See, the thing is, he didn't read the instructions. This is a spooky song request because it's for October, and I love this time of year. So Mega Man does not fit with the spooky theme. There's nothing spooky about this. There's nothing spooky about this. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You know what I found out so interesting about John O.F. today? I mean, I don't want to give it away because it'll be in the interview, but the amount of songs that this man has in his pipeline right now, like his production pipeline, you'll never guess. You'll never guess how many this guy has. Like, I'm talking about recorded songs in some stage of production, like video, maybe not fully edited yet, but recorded, and the video's recorded, and it's just like ready to be pushed through to the finish line. This song so many times now. Eric's wearing me down with this request. I hear this song in my nightmares. Oh yeah, did you ask him about his tone? I remember you talking about that previously. You got it, dude. Good memory. Yeah. Is it Yelyad? You damn right I asked him about his tone. You goddamn right I asked him about his tone. The man has some things to answer for. It's too good. It's making the rest of us look bad. Yeah, I asked him about it, dude. Basically, he just plays guitar that good, and he's got some decent mics, but it comes from the way he plays, and it comes from his nails. He does very little to the guitar in post-production, and he does not go crazy with mic placement. He does not go crazy with EQ. He does not do anything crazy with reverb. What you hear is what you get with him. It's the real deal, man. It's the real deal. Give a listen to Anfog Village from Granolo 3. I don't know. No, I will, man. Perfect screw-ups. You got it, dude. Let me get through this list of Patreon requests first, and then I will. Eric, your request from Mega Man 3, bro. I hear you loud and clear. I know you want me to do it, bro. But this is October, okay? And I asked you for a spooky song request, all right? That does not fit the bill. Here's Eric Zig Preston's second request. Hopefully it's spooky. Super Dodgeball. So far, not so spooky. I know you said Grandia 3, by the way. I was just kidding about granola. Super Dodgeball? This is actually kind of cool. Oh, Eric. Why is everything you request so hard, bro? Come on, bro. What do you think I am? You think I'm Out of Monica from TV on Guitar? You know what you get with me, bro. I'm very middle of the road. This is crazy. You think I'm Kyle Throw? You think I could just bust this out like I got 8 strings at my disposal? Shut up. Oh, you used to play this game? You used to play Dodgeball? Super Dodgeball? That's awesome. I quite like this, actually. It's very Tetris-y, but also like, you know, Jimmy on guitar, what's up? You know, it's got Tetris vibes, doesn't it? But it's like also very charming. 1989. 1989. I would wager that many in this chat weren't even born in 89 yet. Or maybe not in this chat, but you know. Got a Russian vibe. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone there. It's just so hard though, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know, Eric. This is what I have to work with. This is what Eric. It's either Mega Man 3 or Super Dodgeball. You're old? Okay, good. I'm old too. You were 2. Jimmy was 2, folks. I was 4, so I wasn't that much older. 4, right? Yeah. Somebody asked me last night, like, how old I was. I was at a freaking karaoke party last night, and I was like, oh, I'm 38. And my wife looks at me, she's like, you are? I'm like, yeah, I think so. And she was disgusted with my age. Okay, Isaiah Madaz. Wait, Isaiah Madaz just he makes 3 requests. You already requested something, and you request something again. All right, well, you know what? Since you're a Patreon, since you're just so nice, we're going to listen to them. Here are some good songs. Call the Giants. Call the Giants. Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask. Let's check it out. Dodgeball. I'm dunking Dodgeball, Eric. We're not listening to Dodgeball. Okay, so kind of spooky. I hear it. You were born in 79? Okay. Pokemon Black White Dream Yard Basement. All right, we're going to get to that after I get to these Patreon requests. All right, bro. Jimmy on guitar says it sounds like a lot of notes in this. That's an understatement. The whole thing was just one confluence of notes. At least you're not 40 yet. I'm almost 40, dude. This is loud. Is this loud to anybody else? It's loud to me. Let's turn it down. This is nice. There's a lot less notes in this one. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. Whoa. Easy with the whole microphone smashing, you know? Pokemon Black White, Dream Yard Basement. Let me write these down. Somebody else made a request in the chat. We'll get to them. Is Dream Yard Basement a spooky request? Because if it's not, bro, I don't know. It's probably gonna get Dunkaroonies. Dunkaroos. Perfect Scripts requested Anfog Village from Granola 3. I agree, it is a contrast. Majora's Mask was a really had a beautiful soundtrack. Oh, it's a very, jazzy. I actually did not play Majora's Mask. I missed the proverbial boat on that one. You know what I'm saying? Well, Isaiah's second request is Pokemon X and Y, Professor Sycamore theme. I already like it. Isaiah, you've got some good taste, brother. I don't care what they say about you. Granola 3 was a good game. Groundia 3, bro. It's not Granola 3. Come on. How many times I gotta tell you? I've been drinking the same cup of coffee for 4 hours. That's where I'm at right now. Have not been able to leave this chair. Let me just tell you guys how cool John OF is, all right? We're sitting there, we're doing our podcast. 2 hours, okay? This guy not only goes 2 hours, chats with me for 2 hours. When we're finally saying our goodbyes, we realize that our cameras, both of our cameras turn off at 30 minutes. You gotta love the Sony A7 series. It's complete ass, but that's what we both have. Anyway, we basically have to re-record the whole podcast, and he's just cool enough to do it. I'm talking like, that's just the coolest guy ever. Happy coffee day. Is it today coffee day? Is that a holiday? Everything's a holiday. Everything. I know it's Sunday and I'm drinking stale cold coffee. That's what I know. Yo, low-key, this song is really cool. I like this song. Isaiah, where you been all my life, dog? Professor Sycamore's theme. Okay. Well, it's not spooky, but I really like it. We're gonna keep it up. That's me. Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying right now? All right. Our next request comes from Trooms, aka Truman Wilson, aka just the freaking coolest dude ever. I never know what to do for these spooky theme requests, he says. He goes on to say, so I found a playlist of supposedly spooky VGM and picked up some interesting sounding stuff off of it. Deltarune, Empty Town. Deltarune. Excuse me, could I get some more Deltarune over here, please? Jimmy says, damn, that sucks when technology turns off on you like that. Yeah, I would say it's pretty terrible. Oh, and on top of that, I was an idiot and wasn't recording the Zoom meeting. So we had nothing to fall back on except the audio. And who listens to just audio these days, you know? Deltarune is another one that seems to have this cult following, and a game that I totally missed the boat toss on. You know what I'm saying? I'm there on the dock in the harbor with my ticket. The boat has left a week ago, and I'm just like, where's the boat? That's Deltarune for me. You get the picture? You see this shit? You see this smoke detector here? This has been on my list to replace for about a month or two. I just can't seem to get around it. That's been on my honey-do list forever. What else? What was that? Oh, I guess we're just gonna listen to Sam now, because it was on the autoplay. Is this just not the sexiest man alive? Something about his playing, man. This one is nice. It's got a spooky flavor. You meant your request? All right. We're going to get to your request now, because that was actually our last Patreon request. Okay. So, that was the last Patreon request. Now let's go with the chat requests. There are only a couple of them. The first one being Dreamyard Basement from Pokemon Black White. Oh, the Deltarune one? Yeah, it was pretty spooky. It was semi-spook. It had a tinge of spook. It wasn't like the spookiest thing ever. Transylvania theme. from Quack Shot on Sega Genesis. Super spooky. Okay. Let me copy and paste that in the notes here. Is that actually a game, or are you just stringing random nouns together? Because that's something that Jimmy would do. Transylvania theme from Quack Shot. You know, it just doesn't even sound like a real game. Hey, bro, you play Quack Shot? Actually, I guess, whatever. Don't listen to me. Dude, I like this tune. It's not spooky, though. Am I alone here? I love these requests. Pokemon is such great music. What do people have against Pokemon? I love this shit, man. It's great. It's a Donald Duck game, and it was one of my favorites way back in the day. All right, I like that. I like that. If it has a nostalgic meaning to you, then that's all the more motivation. I love pulling at people's nostalgic heartstrings. I love that. There's nothing more rewarding than playing a song and somebody's like, oh my god, I remembered that game. I love that shit. Make it spooky. What do you think? You think I got time to harmonize? I don't even know what the word is. These are the kind of nail files I use for buffing the old nails. These little pink guys that you just get at the nail salon. Nothing special. I didn't eat lunch. Oh, I didn't eat lunch. But I'm not even hungry because I drank so much coffee. This is such a charming piece, dude. I love this. You must be watching my channel because you know I love jazzy stuff. Jazz is my go-to. Matthew Martin Guitar, what's up, bro? Yeah, shout out to the buffers, the unsung heroes of tone. That is actually the most true statement I've heard all day. Your nails are. I'm gonna argue your nails are the most important thing in your tone. More important than the guitar. More important than the strings. More important than your mics. More important than the acoustics in your room. If your nails are rubbish, your shit's gonna sound rubbish, okay? There's no two ways about it. Know that. Know that. I've had a lot of coffee today, alright? Don't get off my case. I just realized this song's 31 minutes. It just keeps looping. How long have we been listening to that? Alright, let's move on, okay? Our next request comes from Perfect Screw Ups in the chat. He wants Anfrog Village from Granola 3. It's not granola, it's Grandia, all right? Grandia something or other. Jimmy says I don't have nails. Is that why my shit sounds rubbish? Well, bro, I don't know your situation though. Like, if you're playing steel string, you're good. See, if I were a bigger YouTuber, someone's gonna take that clip, someone's gonna make a clip of what I just said there and then make a short out of it, and I'm gonna look like a total jackass. You know, you need nails if you're playing nylon string. Most people do, unless you're Brandon Acker and you're playing a 12th century lute, then you probably don't. But today, nails are, you know, otherwise you can't get that tone, you know, you can't get that crisp dynamic from soft to hard, you know, whatever. My music vocabulary is total, like, you know, I know what I'm trying to say. I just can't explain it. You need nails though, and yes, you gotta just make sure they're not they don't snag the string. Yeah. But yeah, if you play nylon string and you wonder why you maybe can't sound like these other cats on here, that's why. This sounds good, man. It's semi-spooky. It's not really spooky. Okay, you've been playing nylon a lot? Yeah. And that's okay, man. I would just start trying to grow them out a little bit and give it a shot. And see how your sound changes. And then you'll figure out the nail thing. It's definitely important. It's definitely important. Don't let anybody tell you it's not important. It's important, man. They're lying to you. I like this granola game. Let me put a couple stars next to this. I like it. I don't think I've done a request from the chat yet. This might be the first. I try to only do Patreon requests. But the thing is, though, and here's the issue with being, a small YouTuber like myself, you don't get that many requests from patrons. So sometimes your options are pretty narrow, man. My small YouTubers out there, my fellow small YouTubers, you know what I'm talking about. My small guitarists. Blah, blah, blah. What's your favorite Pokemon series song? I can't get enough of National Park from Gold Silver. No more granola. Okay, we've heard enough of this granola. My favorite? I mean, I've done a couple Pokemon songs. Honestly, man, my favorite one, and nobody likes this game, and it's just evident from the views that it got, is, you see when I hold this pen, it makes me look more like I'm more of authority on what I'm saying, But from Pokemon Unite, the lobby theme, I thought that song was like I stopped everything that I was doing just to cover that song. I put everything on the back burner. I was like, move aside Super Mario or whatever the hell I was doing at the time. And I was like, I gotta cover this song. I loved that song, but I know that game wasn't as maybe popular with the traditional Pokemon purists. All right, Transylvania theme from Quackshot on Sega. Transylvania theme from Quackshot on Sega, requested by Jimmy. Jimmy's making a request. No, yay lad, I said, what did I say? Brandon Acker, I said, unless you're Brandon Acker, I said that. I said, unless you're Brandon Acker, you need nails, okay? He's on a different level. He's also very much an authority on the instrument and technique, so do not listen to the small video game guitarist over Brandon Acker, okay? I do not advise that, especially on this subject. That's another clip somebody could make of me looking like a total jackass. Path of Repentance from Final Fantasy X is spooky and it sounds great on guitar. I'll be the judge of that, bro. I haven't heard it. I'll give it a listen. Ooh, this is good. Oh yeah, the lobby theme. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Wow, that's a shorter loop than I remember. I'm just a beginner too. Nah, I hear you, man. I played for years without nails. Years. I played for a decade without nails. And then I saw, yeah, we talk a lot about nails. Adam, Monica, and I. He uses silk wraps. He uses guitar player nails. He uses a lot because he's always doing those rasciatos. He's just doing like that, just wearing his nails down, like to the point where he's hit like it hurts to touch his nails because they're so thin. So he has to really put armor on his nails. I don't fuck with that, dude. This is cool, man. Don't worry about pronouncing the name. I don't think it would be so hard. Oh, I didn't think it would be so hard when we made it up. Well, what do I call you then, yo? Yad? I gotta call you something, bro. Song request. Kenny's song from Cyberpunk. Alright, we'll put it on the list. Put it on the list. Because we just, we have unlimited time around here. I don't have life, right? I don't even need lunch. Nah. Okay, I like this song. It just kind of does the same thing over and over again, though. It's kind of a short loop. Am I alone there? This loop is short. I never thought about those flamenco players and how they wear their nails. I had not either until I talked to him. And also, it's crazy. Adam does not consider himself really a flamenco player. Even though when I listen to him, I'm like, damn, this guy is, the craziest flamenco player I've heard in a minute. Nah, he doesn't, though. He just considers himself a classically trained guitarist that does some flamenco technique. Okay, Path of Repentance from Final Fantasy X is spooky. All right, let's check it out. Path of Repentance. Path of Repentance.
Hey, bro, can I listen? Can you spin some of that Path of Repentance for me? I just really want to hear what it sounds like through your speakers.
Ooh, it is kind of spooky. I like that. This is way better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I doubted you. This is pretty cool, perfect screw-ups. I'm just going to call you PSU from now on. It's pretty good PSU. Jimmy says the Final Fantasy X soundtrack is sick. If this is indicative of how the soundtrack sounds as a whole, then I have to agree. So many guitarists cover Final Fantasy stuff. I know that I'm not one of them, and I probably should be. I should be jumping on that train. John Oath has 4 Final Fantasy guitar collections now. Dude, I gotta bounce and go eat. All right, later, Jimmy. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Oh, I love the podcast. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, PSU, that's sick. That one really moved me, man. I've got a couple more requests to get to, and then we are going to call it. A couple more. Song request. I guess actually it's the last one. So get them in if you haven't already. This is my last one. Carrie's song from Cyberpunk. Carrie's song from Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's so hot right now. A good buddy of mine who I take very seriously, who I love very much, told me that Cyberpunk should be at the top of my list. It should push everything down in terms of the next game I play. Is he right? He's probably right. I don't know. Cyberpunk. Kenny, is this the Carrie's Boat song? Yeah. I dig it, man. It's not good for the spooky theme that I'm looking for this month, but I dig it. I'm gonna re-listen to everything again, but to leave you guys with my first impressions and what I would think is the winner so far this month, and what looks like to be the number one spot for this month is probably Glimwood Tangle, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Requested by Magasin. And then maybe a close second would be a chat request we received, which I need to save. The Path of Repentance is probably a good second place choice, just from my immediate recollection. I'm gonna save all of this, and then we're gonna go through it all again. But this is the number one spot. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, for taking time out of your Sunday to come hang with me and to listen to some songs, you know? I appreciate it. Take care.